No, this place was a bust. House built in 1919. It's an old farmhouse, but it's been vacant for about 5 years, I think he said. But they own the property next door. That house was built in 1955, but this guy owns a landscape company. He said he added about 12 inches of fill, and it's all topsoil and fill dirt. So I guess they're going to tear this place down in well, he said about 5 weeks. So he said I could come back then. I told him maybe the stuff will the dirt will get kind of moved around. I might be able to get something then. I mean, I didn't even find a wheat penny. I got a 1966 dime. That was about 8 inches deep. So the front yard's maybe 10 feet to the road from the house, so that's all buried too with topsoil. It's easy digging, but it's just junk. So I'll try somewhere else. I'm back down at this area by the hill. I'm out a little bit further over where I found that SLQ the other day. They're actually, that bridge there where that truck is going over is actually a newer bridge. I was looking on some old maps, and the old bridge actually went over there. So all of this through here has probably been filled. The road came down off that road there. There's still a road up there, but then it came straight down along here and crossed a creek over to there. So, but this tree looks, I mean, that tree is definitely old. So maybe the tree's original, but I had like a 644, 944. It was dropping all the way down to like 41 conductivity, and I'm thinking it's a Barber. Yeah, it's a Barber dime. Looks like a 1908. So that's pretty awesome. Let me see how deep it was. 7 inches. So not bad. I've been digging nothing but clad today, so I'm glad to get this. I'll clean it up. I'll show you at the end. I'm over just, actually, that's right where I dug the barber, right where the coil is. And right here I'm getting like a 536, 836, 435. So I don't know, that might be an Indian head. Let me, I'll cut the plug and then I'll turn the camera back on. Okay, I cut the plug. I haven't flipped it yet. I gotta figure out some other way to carry a tripod, because I used to always wear the same shorts when I went out hunting, and the tripod fit nice in my camo shorts with all the pockets, but they don't quite fit in my jeans, in my skinny jeans. I'm just kidding, I don't wear skinny jeans. Let's see what I got. Hey. See if I got it out. Oh. Still in there. Uh-oh. I'm getting like a scream or a pinpoint, which is usually something large. Oh, let's see. Definitely see a coin, the green one. I think that's an Indian. Yep. It's probably one of the nicest Indians I've ever dug out of this park. They usually come out just terrible. Can't see the fronts on them. 1906. Sweet. Oh, it's not really coming out, huh? Yeah, you can see the date there. Alright. Oh, there's still something. Oh, there's another one down there. It's a wheat penny. Gotta be an old one though. Let me look. 1916. Alright. So my guess is those were probably all dropped at the same time, that Barber and these 2 pennies. So it's a nice little combination. I'll take that. Alright, I'll get back to you. Got another old weedy. This one's a 1920. It's about 6 inches. That's my 3rd weedy here in about maybe a half hour. Today's actually Halloween, so they were calling for 100% chance of rain today. I thought this was gonna be a washout, but luckily my babysitter decided to come over. It's nice having a poor babysitter that needs money to pay her car payment. So the boys take a nap and I come out and hunt. Alright, I'll get back to you. Had a pretty jumpy penny signal. It ended up being a nice old 1910 weedy. It's a good 5 or 6 inches too. So we shall keep going. Alright guys, I'm getting a real crappy signal, but I was trying to squeak in a high tone, but it's like 134, 135, 22, 26, 46. It is all over the place. 0240. I think it's deep iron, but I'm going to dig it up. I'll show you. It ended up being silver. See right there? I got it from way back in here. Pinpoint a little off, but such a funny signal. It's another Barber. So I'm not going to rub it. Looks like a 1902. Yeah, 1902. So let's do Barbers today. I think it's probably 7 inches itself. Alright, we'll keep going. And quick wrap up from the other day. This is actually, I think, exactly a week later by the time I finally get everything cleaned and have a chance to actually do a wrap up. But I ended up with 3 old Wheaties, 1910, 1916D, and a 1920. They actually came out pretty good shape compared to other sections of that park. They're pretty bad. And then got this 1906 Indian, which is also really nice compared to what I usually get out of there. I barely even had to clean it. Usually you can't see the front of them. You got to soak them in olive oil for a week, and this one I just wiped the dirt off and it was there, so I was happy about that. Less work for me. And then I got 2 Barber dimes. Got the 1908 plain. It's kind of worn. Oh wait, no, this was the D mint mark, 1908D. I think I might have nicked it up there, but oh well. And then this 1903 is pretty sharp. It's one of the sharper ones I've found. 1903 plain. I remember I almost bought a Fisher F2, and I was so impressed with this kid's finds that he got at the same park that I was at, and basically all it was a Barber dime that he had found, and it was well worn. I think it was like a 1912, and I was like, oh my god, that's awesome. I've never found one of those. I mean, granted, I didn't actually end up buying it because he couldn't get it to work in his own front yard, so I said the heck with that. And that's when I bought my Garrett Ace 250, but I have this E-trac now, and it's like absolutely incredible. I mean, I've pulled I don't know how many Barbers out of there between. I just got that Barber quarter a couple weeks ago. I got these 2 last week. But obviously, I mean, the Fisher F2 compared to the e-trac, like comparing the Ace 250 to the e-trac, I can't believe what's in this park still. So I'm gonna keep hitting it. I got a couple hours. I'm gonna head out there today. It rained almost 3/4 of an inch last night, so I know it's gonna be wet and messy. But I'm gonna try a different section that I hit once or twice with my DFX, and I couldn't get anything out of it. It's a lot of trash. But I know the one guy that hunts there in that park a lot last year, he said he found, I think, either a standing Liberty quarter or a walking Liberty half last year. So I don't know how much of his stories I believe anymore, but I'm gonna try and see if I get anything with the e-trac. Alright, happy hunting.